What's up, everybody, and welcome back to The Sharp Corner, a YouTube channel that provides entertaining gameplay footage for games available on Nintendo gaming systems. I'm your host, The Sharp. Welcome back to another episode. Now, friends, I know what you may be thinking. Sharp, why y'all dressed up? Why are you looking so clean? And I'll tell you why. It's because I have been given the distinct honor, nay, the privilege, to commentate some of the matches from the Mario Strikers Battle League World Championships. Now, the World Championship for Mario Strikers Battle League is being hosted by our friends on the Mario Strikers Discord server, and the rules are simple. It is the best out of 7 matches, and we are using the competitive rule set, i.e. only color blocks. You're only getting an item if one of your players has been the victim of an illegal tackle, and there are no hyper strikes. So if you're going to win, you're going to do it based on skill alone. Now, for this first match in the series, we are coming out swinging. It's going to be the #1 player in the world, Virtue, who is also the defending champion. He won last year's World Championships against the #4 player ranked in the world, JBangs. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to advance? Who's going to march forward to become the next world champion? Only one way to find out. We got to get into this footage, but before we do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and smash that like button to help support the channel. Without further ado, let's see who wins this best of 7 matchup between Virtue and JBangs. And here we are, friends, match #1, Virtue versus JBangs. JBangs is in the green, representing KFC, Virtue in the blue, representing Cruz. And let's see what happens here. Cross pass from Peach up to Toad, gets knocked out early. Good defensive play there by JBangs. He did give up an item to Virtue. Walu fighting the corner. Nice dodging by JBangs. Tries to go for the cross pass up to Peach, couldn't pull it off. And we're seeing some really good reaction times by JBangs. He's going to really need that against the #1 player in the world. Toad over to Waluigi. No, intercepted. And Virtue's back on the move. Gets out of the way. Good anticipation by Virtue. Cross pass from Waluigi down to Toad. Puts it in the net. 1-0. 32 seconds into the match. Let's see how JBangs responds. Goes for the pass over to his Peach, but Virtue anticipates that pretty well. A lot of dodging there from Virtue. Gets the shot, but JBangs is there. Goes for the pass from Peach over to Toad. Again, Virtue, his reaction times shows you and helps you to understand why he is the #1 player in the world. Toad down to Peach, gets the cross pass and puts it in the net. 2-0 Virtue. We do have items from each player. JBangs doing the long lob. And we do have an interception from JBangs. Let's see if we can make something happen from it. No, Virtue has regained possession. Peach has got some room to run. Going for, ooh, cross pass. I was thinking he might go for a Titan, but decides to go for the cross pass, and he is up 3-0. Virtue helping us to understand why he is Virtue, why he is the #1 player in the world. Toad over to Peach. Peach over to Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong over to Toad. Virtue is on the attack. Peach over to Walu. Got a slow pass there. Gave Boom Boom time to react. JBangs using that item to try to make some room. Peach up to Walu, but no, Boom Boom is there. Great save by Boom Boom. And we're about a minute and a half into the game. So far, it's a shutout. But let's see if JBangs can respond. Peach down to Walu. Walu puts it in. 4-0 Virtue. Now, I'd like to emphasize that this is certainly not a slight on JBangs' part. He is the #4 player in the world right now, but Virtue is #1. And even when Virtue, I think, was the number 3 or 4 player, he says, you know, there can be a big difference in skill between the first and the second player, the first player and the third player. Virtue is just the best of the best, the gold standard, and I think we're certainly seeing that. Now, JBangs is on the board now, excuse me. Thanks to that star. But let's see if we can get one in here. Nope, Virtue's there. And we are seeing a little bit more rougher play from JBangs. Thinks he's trying to get a little bit more defensively in hopes of having a little bit more, generate a little bit more offense. Virtue going for the nutmeg. Virtue's on the attack. Toad decides to go for the fake and goes for the Titan. He's up 6-1. Virtue doing what he does, Virtue being Virtue. Let's see how JBangs can respond. Lob pass up to Toad, Toad down to Peach. Peach with a nice zesty dodge, but man, couldn't get the perfect pass, so Virtue's defender got in the way there. Another cross pass from Walu over to Toad, and another Titan chip. One thing that you're going to notice, friends, as we go through this, sometimes it's not necessarily just who plays better, but it's who makes the least amount of mistakes. Virtue back on the attack. Walu, okay, good patience there by JBangs. Donkey come up to Toad, Toad over to Walu, Walu over to Peach, cross pass up to Walu, yes. Excellent goal, good execution there. Good execution. And let's see how Virtue responds. He is up by 5 with about a minute left in the game. Back on the move. Walu up to Toad. Good defensive move by JBangs there. Is he going to go for the cross pass? Yes, he is. And he gets it in. Excellent shot. Excellent shot. Down by 4 with 1 minute left in the game. And there goes Virtue with the tap shot from Toad. Finds the back of the net. He's up by 5 with 55 seconds left to play in the match. JBangs does have a bomb. And, you know, typically these top players, they can convert those items into points. But, you know, this is Virtue. And as we see here, even when he had everything lined up really nice, the reaction time of Virtue and his anticipation is really impressive. Virtue is now up by 6 with 40 seconds left to play. Excellent Titan chip. Virtue trying to go for the HK save where he does that perfect tackle along the goal line to prevent it from going in. But even with that, JBangs was able to find the back of the net. Well played. Good anticipation by JBangs. Ooh, look at the dodging on JBangs. Well played. Virtue activates his mushroom and is able to shut it down. Unable to convert the Titan chip there. That's very uncharacteristic of Virtue. JBangs once again hitting the star. Not going for the Titan chip, gonna go for the easy goal, but gotta remember there's always gonna be a little bit of a latency issue there. You know, JBangs is the kind of player where timing is not an issue. I think it's just a little bit of latency with him being on one side of the United States and Virtue being in England. This is the World Championships. Last shot doesn't go in. So Virtue goes up 1-0 in this best of 7. Final game of game 1, 9-4. Let's see what happens in games 2. Game number 2, JBangs versus Virtue. And let's see how this one goes, shall we? Virtue is up 1-0 in the series. And it looks like JBangs has changed his team up a little bit. Instead of having Peach down on the O wing, he's got a Toad. Instead of having a Toad up in the D wing, he's got a Pauline. So I'm thinking JBangs wants a little bit more muscle. Maybe he thinks he's taking a little bit too much time. Charging up for tackles, so trying to make up for that strength differential, which would appear. And so far so good. I mean, we're a half a minute in and it's 0-0. JBangs doing what he does, and this is one of the, ooh, I like that. Oh, just a shame he couldn't transition. But that's one of the things that you will see about JBangs is that he does like to do passes in the far corner to try to get it in there, just to get the ball down the field. Virtue there with the Titan chip to go up 1-0. And okay, JBangs making some moves here. Ooh. I think that might have been, yeah, looked like the Titan chip may have been the better choice there, but I think still getting used to this speed difference he has. And of course, we have this footage from Virtue himself, and we see that this is from his Twitch stream. Okay, still 1-0, 1 minute down in the match. JBangs is on the move and he is wide open. Can he do it? Cross pass. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me. That was definitely a boom boom moment. It was a clear goal. And then Virtue turns it around where now he was had the fast break. Virtue's up 2-0. That was just really unfortunate on JBangs' part. He does a fast lob, earns the item, and Virtue's back on the move. Yeah, even using that bomb defensively, Virtue was able to anticipate and get around it. That was just, I mean, again, that's just Virtue being Virtue. Quick tackle on Virtue's part, quick tackle on JBangs' part. Going for the tap shot? Nope. Goes for the tap shot with Pauline. JBangs is now down 3-0. Good defensive effort on JBangs' part there. Ooh. Goes for the zesty dodge there. I guess he was probably worried that somebody was there on Virtue's part. See, the thing is Virtue, his reaction time is so great. You anticipate a tackle, even if there's not going to be a tackle. It just is what it is. Virtue's up 4-0, about halfway through the game now. JBangs. Nope. Looks like he was going to go for the cross pass. Virtue picked up on it. Donkey Kong over to Toad. Good defensive effort again by JBangs. And again, you see him where he's trying to get that ball to the corner of the screen. Didn't work for him this time. Virtue. Yeah, that was just clean. That was clean. Again, using the red turtle shell that he just picked up to convert the goal. Clean play there. Clean play. JBangs, he gets one in, does the cross pass. Toad puts it in the goal. Only 4 goal differential. 1:44 left in the game. Ball up to Toad, Toad down to Peach. Peach cross pass up to Toad, and he puts it in. He puts it in. Let's see if JBangs can convert here. Does that fast lob. Virtue's back on the move. JBangs does have a star. I suspect we're going to see that. Good patience there by JBangs. Again, you see him doing those long passes. And I think the issue right now is that Virtue, he is a big advocate for speed. So I think because his defensive players are a little bit farther back, they're able to make it before JBangs. JBangs is going to try to get something on the board here. Oh, my goodness. Boom Boom once again. This is just bad luck on JBangs' part. That's 2 goals that should have gone in. Now, again, that would have just made the score 6-3. But still, a lot would have given him a much better opportunity to bring it back. Cross pass. Look at Boom Boom go. I'm glad that one went in. Otherwise, I would have called cheating. You need to check Virtue's Boom Boom. He might be on the juice. Virtue back on the move. There's a Titan. Unable to convert. Good defense by JBangs. JBangs is on the move. Nope. Virtue laying some hits. And he does have a couple items here. Decides not to use them. 34 seconds left in the game. JBangs going for that corner. Cross pass. Yep. Goes in. 6-3. So again, those other 2 goals that he should have gotten, it would have been 6-5. So you see, it would have been a lot closer here, but that's strikers. That's how it is sometimes. That's just how it is. Tap shot? Nope. JBangs looks like he's warming up a little bit here, though. His reaction times are looking a little bit crisper, a little bit cleaner. Virtue converts the Titan chip up 7-3. 22 seconds left in the match. So this one looks like it's all but over now. JBangs has another star. Tight Titan chip. Tight Titan chip by Virtue there. That's the thing when you have with these top players, especially Virtue, the top player in the world. No matter the situation, they're going to find a way to make it convert. You got to give me a break here, man. See, I think this is where we're seeing a little bit of a latency issue. Again, you know, JBangs being on the west coast of the United States, Virtue being in England, that's a lot of distance to cover. So something like that, perfect passes, perfect shots, the timing can be off a little bit. But Virtue is up 2-0. Let's see what happens in game 3 now. Game number 3, World Championship round 1, Virtue versus JBangs. Virtue is up 2-0. Let's see if JBangs can get one on the board. This time JBangs is in green, Virtue is in blue. Let's just see what happens here, shall we? But yeah, JBangs is looking like the pace is a little bit quicker this time around on both counts. And you definitely see this from some of the top players in the game where there's a little bit more of a sense of urgency. They change things up. They're not scared to change things up. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So you see players change up their teams, change up their play style a little bit. Very impressive in what you would expect from this caliber of skill. So right now, Virtue is up 1-0. JBangs, he's doing a little dance. Good. Well done. Well done. Dodging. But there is Virtue with the tackle. Pauline taking out Walu. Virtue. That Toad. Looks like that Toad's got some muscle on him. JBangs back on the offense. About 1 minute down on this game. Cross pass from Donkey. Not able to convert. Virtue back on the move. Donkey Kong up to Toad. Toad to Waluigi. Waluigi over to Peach. Peach. JBangs looks like he waited a little bit longer on that tackle, but was able to defend the goal. JBang is on the move, ducking and dodging. But Virtue showing great patience there. Peach up to Waluigi. Excellent item use. Man, that item from JBangs took out 3 defenders. Can he convert this into a goal? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. 1-1. Yeah, that red turtle shell, he got his money's worth because it took out 3 different defenders. You certainly want to see a goal convert when one item takes out 3 defenders. Great fake by Virtue there. Excellent fake. Excellent. All right, let's see if JBangs can answer. Down by 1 point. Goes to the far corner. Virtue. And one of the things that you recognize about Virtue's playstyle is he's able to, threat assessment is one of his strengths, right? A lot of players, they get really nervous and upset, or, you know, anxious, I guess is the better way to put it. Are they going to cross pass? Is he going to make a fast break? Virtue is so good at anticipating. It's like he's reading the mind. You know, he can tell immediately if something is a threat, if he needs to change players, if he needs to go man to man, if he needs to go zone. It almost appears instinct-like. Very impressive when it comes to his defense. JBangs good hit there from Pauline. And Waluigi, he's getting run down by that Toad. That's the problem. There you go. He's waiting for the tackle. And there's HK save. Beautiful play by Virtue. I mean, this is exactly what you expect to see in a World Championship match between 2 amazing players. Excellent. Good conversion by JBangs there. You know, after that HK save from Virtue, you don't want to see him convert that to another goal and you get down 4-1 with less than a minute or less than 2 minutes left in the game. So that was a big deal for JBangs. He's only 1 point down, a minute and a half, plenty of time. But the question is, can he convert it? Thought he was going to go for the team tackle there. Falling with the tackle. So here we go with JBangs. He's on the move. Giving out items. Everybody's giving out items. He's going to go for the cross pass. No. Nice, nice. Is he going to do it? Yes. Excellent. Good job, JBangs. He ties the game up with less than, well, just about a minute left to play in the game. Well played by JBangs there. And Virtue, there is his item. Man, great conversion. Waluigi got in the way of his Toad there. You had to wonder, is that going to mess up his item usage? But it doesn't. You know, he converts it to a Titan. Again, Virtue being Virtue. Donkey Kong over to Waluigi. Missed tackle by JBangs. Missed item use. Okay, but able to make something of it. Is he going to go for the cross pass? Yes, he is. Walks it in. Walks it in. Tie game. 43 seconds left in the match. Let's see what happens here. Cross pass? No, Titan. Man, Virtue is just doing such a great job putting a threat position on whether it's going to be a Titan or the cross pass. Your desire is to use your defender to do a team tackle at the top of the key and keep that defender available to stop the Titan. But it just takes a little bit too much time, and a guy like Virtue can take full advantage of it. But it's 5-5. What a game we have here. What a game. Virtue back on the attack. Ooh, great anticipation by JBangs. He recognized the pass. Wow. But, of course, Virtue's got the ball again. Man, great reaction time by JBangs once again. This is a much different JBangs than we saw in the first couple games. It seems like he's gotten a little bit more used to Virtue's pace. One of the things that I can tell you from personal experience of playing these top players is that the pace of the game is a lot faster. Now, some players are a lot better than me, and they can get used to it a lot faster. Me personally, bam, JBangs goes up. You know, they're able to keep up with that pace right away. So JBangs, great way to finish game 3. He comes up 1. Now it's 2-1 in the series. Let's see what happens in game 4. Game number 4. Virtue, JBangs. Virtue in yellow, JBangs in the black or gray. And JBangs, thankfully, he closed out that golden goal, and now he has a chance to tie up the series. But let's see what Virtue does. And do we see some changes in Virtue here? In his Walu, maybe? I need to look at that Walu. I think he may have changed up the gear slightly on the Walu. Maybe he's looking for a little bit. No. Yeah, there's definitely a gear change. I think he's got the muscle helmet, perhaps. It almost looks Bushido, but that just might be the quality of the video. Let's see. 0-0. JBangs giving up those items. It is a dangerous thing to do. But you do what you got to do. And here we go. Ooh, man, JBangs is doing a good job keeping the ball over there, but of course Virtue is making good use of those items. Okay, so yeah, Virtue, it looks like he just switched out the muscle helmet for the speed helmet on his Waluigi. So what that does is that takes the strength up from 16 to 18, and then it actually takes his speed from 25 down to 23. So you're changing out 2 strength for 2 speed, essentially. Defensive use of the item by JBangs there, trying to prevent the Titan chip, and does so successfully. Ooh, that was a strong angle there. Man, what an interception there by Virtue. He's Walu stays up on that side of the board, and of the field rather, and able to convert the goal. Well done. Virtue's up 2-0. And let's see what's going on now. Ooh, nice zesty dodge by Virtue. He's got Donkey Kong chasing him down. Titan chip, yeah, man. That is just such a tight Titan chip. Just to kind of give you an idea of what it takes to do that, as soon as you turn around, you're already starting to do the free lob option to make that happen. So that's one of those things where you have to appreciate the reaction time and how fast a player has to think in order to do it. Lob pass from Toad over to Waluigi, puts it in. Virtue is up 4-0. We need to see an answer by JBangs if he wants to stay in this thing. Let's see. What do we got? Nothing there. JBangs over to back on the offense. Donkey Kong over to Peach. Peach over to Waluigi. Waluigi back up to Peach. Peach down to Waluigi. Waluigi is trying to run away, but we had a little bit too many defenders, and there JBangs is with his signature playstyle. Just trying to get the ball over to the corner. Virtue's just waiting. You see him just pause there for a second. He's like, what are you doing? I'll wait. I'll wait. Meanwhile, Virtue moves down the field. Wow. That's just such a clean, pretty play. Very clean. 5-0, less than 2 minutes left. Right now, it is all Virtue. Let's see if JBangs can do anything. No, it's Waluigi being down, put him in a tough spot. And this looks like this is going to be a Titan chip. No, cross pass. And it goes in. Virtue up 6-0. And we got about a minute and a half left to play in the game. And Virtue is just... I've done commentation for several of Virtue's matches, and there's a time when you kind of see him flip a switch a little bit, where he just kind of starts operating on another level. And this is kind of what you're seeing it, where he just reads a lot better, he anticipates a lot more. It's like, I don't know, his neurons get fired up a little bit more, and it's really hard to stop him when he's in that zone. I mean, he's going for nutmegs now. JBangs does get on the board though, gets that point. Good to see that. And Virtue gets a Titan chip from Toad, and now he's up 7-1. What's gonna happen now? Gonna have to wait and see. But we're moving. JBangs back on the attack. Goes for a slide tackle. Didn't like the positioning there, but he's back at it. Going for the Belgian 22? No, goes for the cross pass. Excellent play by JBangs. Again, because he's down 5 points with less than a minute to play, I mean, it's a little bit too late, little too late. But again, it's great to see that to see someone show off their ability. Exhibition is the word that I was looking for. It just wasn't coming fast enough. JBangs exhibiting his great skill. All right, so now JBangs he's hitting some cylinders now. Moving a little bit quicker, cross pass from Peach up to Waluigi, put one in. Virtue is back on the attack. Man, it seems like that Titan is just so far out. I mean, just so far out from what you would normally see. But Virtue able to draw Boom Boom out to make it work. It's impressive. You know, it's just impressive. 3-on-1. There it is. Team tackle? Nope. Titan chip. Unable to convert. 14 seconds left in the game. Virtue's up by 6. Yeah, this one's pretty well concluded. It seems like Virtue's just hitting the... Again, moving a little bit faster. Titan chip. Nope. Goes for the cross pass. So Virtue's going to go up 3-1 in this series. Just got to close it out. Just, yeah, okay. JBangs going to get a hit anyway. All right, so that puts JBangs up, or excuse me, Virtue up 3-1 in the best of 7. Virtue needs one more to close it out. Let's see what happens. Game number 5 is upon us. So JBangs is down 3-1 in the series. It is best of 7. Virtue needs one more to close out. JBangs has got to have the comeback of the lifetime, but keep in mind, these are the best players in the world. But Virtue right now, he's looking somewhat invincible, looking very Virtue-like. Cross pass from Peach up to Waluigi puts him on the board 1-0, first 5 seconds into the match. JBangs needs to respond. Let's see if he can make it happen. Virtue, good read from Donkey Kong there. Good save by Boom Boom. He's going to punt it. And Virtue's got it. Peach is moving. Item usage, but there's Pauline. Able to... Oh, wow. Great save. JBangs able to deny the Titan chip. Wouldn't have happened if the Titan chip would have been perfect on Virtue's part. So that was JBangs taking advantage of a rare mistake by Virtue. Or it could just be a latency issue. Virtue going for the nutbag, it looked like. I mean, he was in a tight spot, couldn't even Titan chip, so that was probably the right call. But those are hard to convert. 1-0, 3 minutes left in the match. Quite possibly 3 minutes left in the series, unless JBangs can turn it around. But right now, he is giving out items like it's Christmas. Pauline down to, going for the cross pass down to Toad. Unable to convert. And JBangs is using those bombs defensively, and Virtue's just able to pick up on it before he does it. That's what I'm talking about, this like this mind-reading aspect. Like he knew that the bomb was coming, and he stayed just out of the explosion zone. It's amazing. Tap shot from Virtue. He's up 3-0. So this is going to be a very important possession from JBangs. He's got a red turtle shell. He really needs to convert here. Really needs to convert. And he can do it. Yes. Okay. That was big. That was big. You know, because he's had that item. He needed to use it to get a goal. He's only down by 2. Let's see what happens now. All right. We've taken out the Toad. Cross pass from Waluigi up to Peach. Up by 3. So JBangs is in a situation now where he pretty much needs to answer every time. Up. Beautiful. And he's doing it. I mean, he's doing it. I mean, he's just looking good. It's coming right along. All right, so a good defensive stop by JBangs there. But he couldn't get the interception. Oh, he did get, he got a separate interception though. Hauling up to Toad. Cross pass. Yep. Peach unable to take. Wow, look at JBangs. He's bringing it back. He's bringing it back. Let's see what Virtue does. Virtue moving right along. Good reaction time from JBangs. Could he do it again? Uh-oh. Good move by JBangs there, but he does give out an item. Ooh, this is looking good. Very promising. Yeah. Ooh. Nice move. I thought he was going to go for the team tackle there, but realizes right off the bat that Donkey was in a good position. And those bombs are not doing JBangs any favors this whole series. Throw it over to Waluigi. Cross pass? No, the reaction time from Virtue is just way too fast. Is he going to try it again? No. I mean, usually a cross pass in Mario Striker Battle League is a sure thing. But Virtue being Virtue, that was just a good goal, is able to pick up on it immediately, change players, lay down the tackle, and even deny giving them an item. I mean, that's just what you expect at this level of play. And you're seeing it right there again. A beautiful cross pass. With any other player, practically, that would be a goal. But with Virtue, it's a change of possession. His zesty dodge. Well, we got less than a minute to play. Titan chip, yep. So now Virtue is up 6-3, doubling JBangs' score. So JBangs needs to do in 53 seconds what it took him to do in 3 minutes. Is that gonna happen? I don't know if it is. I'd love to see it happen because this has been a great series. This has been a great series. Nice dodging from Virtue there. And now we're down to 36 seconds left. And Virtue somehow still has possession. Down to 29 seconds. This is it. JBangs going for a shot. Oh, went for the cross pass. You see what I'm saying? I mean, normally those cross passes would be a goal, but with Virtue it's just not. 17 seconds. That was a really long pass. A little bit too close to Boom Boom there. He's going to activate the star. And gets the goal. Down by 2. 8 seconds left to play. It certainly looks like this one's going to go to Virtue. And 4 seconds. Goes for the nutmeg, unable to convert. And that is it. Virtue wins the series 4-1 against JBangs. And there you have it, friends, for the first matchup of the World Championships between Virtue and JBangs. Virtue goes up in the series. Hopefully he'll provide me with more content so I can commentate his future series as he proceeds to see if he can defend his World Championship. So I hope you enjoyed this competitive and entertaining gameplay footage. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and like button to help support the channel. Until next time, I'm The Sharp. Thanks for watching.